What is going on, guys? Samuel One World from Samuel Reviews here, back with another monthly movie recap for you guys. Time to give out what the movies I've seen in June, the TV shows I watched in June, and also the video games I played in June. And also, this month I will also, since it's halfway to 2018, I figured why not give what is my favorite movies of the year so far, my least favorite movies of the year so far, along with what was my most surprising, what is my most disappointing, and my most underrated/overlooked films of 2018 so far. I'm gonna wait a few minutes because I want to see a chance to speak in live chat. So in a few minutes I'll wait for. So I'm gonna wait a few minutes because I want people to get a chance to see live chat and all that. So yeah, in a few minutes. Latest recap video. I just want to say this. I cannot believe it's already halfway through 2018. Like, I seriously can't believe it's already halfway through 2018. Like, the time just really does go by so fast. And I'm still believing that we're already in July. Like, we're in July already? Seriously? Like, it feels like this year just even started. And now we're already in July. Like, crap. And I always have, like, it's been that long already? Like, how long? Long. So far, 2018 has actually been an amazing year for me, actually. I'm sure I still have my hard and depressed times here and there, but they're kind of few and far between, honestly, which is definitely a plus. Because you guys know, 2016, I was representing many about times in my life and a lot of stuff. But 2017, well, not that was definitely a huge improvement of those years, but this year really was an amazing year. I mean, like, there's a lot of great things that happened. Like, I got more invested in my music. I read probably some of the best songs I've ever written, and probably some of the most personal I have ever written as well, which is definitely a huge plus, which I'm definitely happy about that. Like, help. Like last year, like I started this channel like around October 2015, and just last year I started around halfway through last year I started reaching 100 subscribers. Just last year is when I finally reached 100, and now I'm at, and according I'm right now at 317 subscribers. I'm still gaining more. We have to gain 300. That's crazy. That's crazy. My channel's been growing a lot recently, and that's definitely great. Okay. And the best, and also got, sorry. And the best thing probably about this year is that I finally got a job. Because most of the trying a job is one thing I hugely struggled with since pretty much I graduated. So much on the job. Like not getting a job really put me in a deep depression. Like, I was seriously depressed when not getting a job at all. Because I really want to be independent. I want to be every person. I want to be a hard worker. That's pretty much what I'm doing. That's getting I probably got any from 2016. The only year I got was at Rigo, which was a movie theater, but for which I didn't get it. I got an interview there around September last year, around the time during the hurricane. At the time, Hurricane Harry had no power. And I went and fortunately, either. But I did manage to get some interviews around the end of December and beginning of January. I also went through this job training internship by O'Neill Center, which is a place that helps people like me with autism, and they have been such an amazing. The people that work there are truly incredible people, like truly incredible people. So, but anyway, and then around the end of January, one of my job coaches there, Michelle, was actually one of the more new ones, called me and said she got me a job at Darksters. And that's that thing. I actually was starting to feel upset about not getting a job, but having a few interviews. Like when I had some Beth and Beyond, a pizza place was opening up, Panera Bread, arguing the one I asked my brother Chris used to work at. And I was about to feel upset. I crying that day, but he called me and said, I got you jumped upstairs. And it's like, well, I didn't officially get the job. Yeah, it was more of a paid working interview, and paid I was really happy about. And the upstairs is actually a vegan restaurant, and I ended up working dishwashing there. And I really struggled at first. And I mean, but look at every job, the more you get used to certain things, the better you get at it. And I got great at this job. And when I found out I actually hired, you wouldn't believe how happy I was. Unfortunately, I'm not working at the moment right now, but it doesn't I think it like going like that. It's just the place, it's kind of slow right now. This place is kind of slow right now because some restaurants kind of get very slow during the summer. So, and also, now that you're going to, I will be going back down like some point around the fall. But much like going now because it's being slow. But my doctor Michelle is going to try and give me a job at a place called Peter Piper Pizza. So that's definitely a great song. Definitely not worried. And so what I might be doing there is actually the stuff I actually did in my internship at Cooper Medical, which is basically sweeping, cleaning, sweeping, rubbing on tables, cleaning some areas, and taking up trays and all that. But that's probably perfect for me, honestly. I truly hope I get this job, which I'm not guarantee you, but I do hope I get it. Okay, now that's still 2018 has been so far a great year for me. It's been up and downs. Everything's been going well for me lately. And then I'm really happy with how certain things are going in my life. Okay, now that's out of the way. Time to actually get started with the actual recap. Now, I actually didn't see many movies this month as much as I wanted to. The movies I couldn't see, but I never got around to them. And I hardly saw any TV for this month, and it's only one show I fully saw, and on which show I'm actually currently watching right now. But I might play like 5-6 games in the summer, and getting more into games, and I keep telling myself I don't know what else I'm about to think. But anyways, I'm gonna since TV is this is almost like one TV show that's gonna be the one I'll start with. TV, and the only TV show I actually really watch on this month is Luke Cage Season 2. Which is the latest Marvel Netflix show, which I meant to review, but I just never got around to it. Okay, and I'm also going to there's like I should talk about stuff that you meant to review, but just never got around to it, which that's not why I love these recaps. But Luke Cage Season 2 was the next season of Luke Cage, and Cage plays like around after the events of Defender. Luke Cage is now has the new enemies that are coming his way. Now, honestly, I was a huge fan of Season 1 of Luke Cage. I fucking loved Season 1 of Luke Cage. I think that was an incredible season. I know some people weren't really too fond of the second half. For me, I love the second half. I love the direction. I love the interesting things that it went through. Therefore, I think Luke Cage is definitely some of my top three shows on Netflix. So I was definitely excited Season 2. And I said, this season overall, I say was pretty good. It's definitely, unfortunately, one of the weaker modern Netflix shows, unfortunately. But it is still pretty good nonetheless. But honestly, I like it below Iron Fist, which is actually a show I do not like, so I feel like it's still pretty good. Like, my only problems with this season is that sometimes the pacing does severely drag, but just something that's kind of been affecting more recent shows. That's definitely an issue I have just with season 2 and Defenders as well. Just the most pacing that put it in. Pacing does seriously drag. It's really taking too long, or went too fast and all that, and some moments where it just like not going anywhere. It really does drag. Points. And some characters aren't exactly your random bet, and some characters are like the villain. I say it's a well done and interesting villain, but I thought does do a really good job. She gets a little too over top at times. Honestly, the character was not going to best when it comes to being written. Well, then some other characters which I can see more of, but I can see more of also. And there's some moments of times in this show that does kind of feel like filler at times, and I do wish I can see more story elements. Some more into the season, you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. But there's still a really good elements, like with the performances, everybody still gets a really good job, especially Michael Cortez with Cage, and Rosario Dawson and Clint Temple. Everybody does do a really good job in the roles, and most of the characters of the show are pretty interesting. Probably my favorite character would be Musha Shakir as Bushmaster. It definitely is one of my favorite characters this season, but one of the most interesting characters. Interesting one this season. That's a very interesting arc about. His character I honestly connected with and was more intrigued with the most this season. He still has some of the best moments in this season. Once in this season, it has some great action sequences, soundtrack. Like the first one is pretty great as well. They do have songs that really do actually fit the narrative as well. And hip hop rap songs they use in this season are actually pretty good because I'm sometimes huge on hip hop, and nowadays the songs that they use here were pretty cool as well. Also, the episodes where Iron Fist does appear in the show were definitely some of the highlights of this season. He's definitely the best I've seen Iron Fist. Like he's seen more in this season and he's seen more in this season and the Defenders than he does in everything in his own show. Which definitely is which I said was the weakest one Netflix show. I really was not a fan of that show. The show is actually a lot more kind of news. And Henry was definitely an interesting one. It does make me curious to see what else they're going to take it, honestly. But overall, I thought season 1 was pretty good. It's definitely one of the more weaker non-Netflix shows, but it's still a pretty good one as well. Again, I'm making it below like season 1 Iron Fist because again, season I really like, so that's really showing the greatness on Netflix and how they managed to release great content recently. I'm not telling they still pull off greatness. So I'm going to give Luke Cage season 2 a 8.5 out of 10. Again, definitely not one of the best on that shows, but still a pretty good season. And it's one show that I'm actually currently binging, honestly. And that show is BoJack Horseman. Yes, I'm finally getting into BoJack Horseman. And as I'm doing this on stream, I'm like around almost at the end of season 3. Yeah. And I started like on Wednesday, I believe. And I'm already at the end of season 3. So that's really saying a lot. But anyways. Yeah. I'm currently at the end of season 3 of BoJack Horseman. And I'm not going to say too much, honestly, because I actually do plan on reviewing all 4 seasons in one video, just letting you guys know. And so far, I'm fucking loving this show. It's definitely something all the praise is getting. It's one show that for me has gotten better and better as it goes along. The show that does get better and better as it goes along. They do still have the first season, but season 2 is really better than season 1, and season 3 is honestly so far better than season 2. And I cannot wait to see what else the show is offering. And when I'm finished, I will have a review after that. So, but so far, I'm gonna say this show is freaking awesome so far. It truly is awesome. And it's pretty much all TV and we'll have a few more episodes into that. Hello, Caleb. Bogus, glad you joined. BoJack Horseman. I heard that's your show. Yeah. So far, yeah, it's amazing. I do recommend it. I haven't seen it. And again, when I finish it for season 4, I will have a few for you guys. So definitely do that. Yeah, I'll make sure in my next recap video I will have more film TV saying I still need to finish season 2, and I definitely still need to finish Walter season 2. Saying I fucking love season 1, and okay, when I finish watching, I'm going to finish watching most of the episodes, and before I read season 2 was kind of a what the hell ending, so definitely curious to find out watch season 2. Definitely next time I'm going to watch it for that Horseman. And now on to video games. And I played 6 video games so far this year. I played 6 video games this year. This month, sorry. I played 6 video games this month. 2 of them I actually did complete by which now I'm into reviewing, and that is the Legend of the Dragon video game and Heavy Rain. Legend of the Dragon video game, it was a pretty good game. Definitely not one of the best Legend video games, but it was still all a blast and a pretty fun game from beginning to end. And definitely one of the more fun Lego games in the franchise, and especially since it's on a movie that I did have fun with, but was very disappointed by. But I think it was definitely a lot of fun. I had a lot of interesting things about it. I think probably I'm probably not going back too much, honestly, but it was still pretty good. I would give it a 4 out of 5. And now we get to what is my least favorite game so far this year, Heavy Rain. I actually did enjoy Heavy Rain, but it's connected with me. Like, that game really did connect me very well, honestly. That's what I really do love this game, and if you do, that's fine. I mean, I just don't think I love the game. I do enjoy it, but it's definitely not a game that I'm probably not going to go back to, honestly. It does have some great things about it. The graphics are pretty good. Some of the voice acting is pretty good as well. Some of the characters are pretty interesting. There are some pretty interesting elements. But in this game, there's some pretty awe-inspiring moments. The music inserted here is pretty great as well. Definitely had some moments that honestly kind of surprised me a bit. But it's all let down by some voice acting not back in the best. Some characters that you play aren't exactly the best. The bad, like this mask you played, wasn't a fan of how she was starting into the game. It has some moments that I thought was just kind of weird and odd. It's like, huh? And the beginning, I was kind of bored, honestly. Legend of Dragon movie game, I got that at Nintendo Switch, and it was a good game. And Heavy Rain, never play it. If you, I don't know if I'd recommend, but maybe enjoy more than I did. Then I know that I really do love this game. But anyway, as I was saying, and there was this big twist that's also revealed in this game that I'm not going to spoil for those that haven't played it yet. But I'm going to say it's one of those twists that actually is intriguing when you first see it. But when you actually think about the twist, it really doesn't make sense. Like I said, I'm not going to reveal it in case you guys haven't. I'm not going to reveal in case you guys haven't seen it yet. But I'm saying it's one of those twists that it's intriguing, but when you actually think about it, it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really add much. It doesn't really. It makes the story kind of inconsistent, and it has some plot holes that it's just hard to ignore. I'm sure most people probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But that's what I just wasn't a fan of at all. And it really fucked that game for me. But yeah, I still do enjoy Heavy Rain for what it was, but it's definitely not a game I'm not going to come back to. If I ran out, I would give it a 3.5 out of 5. Not instead one of the games that pick huge on the map, and again, if you love this game, that's fine, but for me, I just wasn't huge on it. And speaking of David Cage, we now get to Detroit Become Human, which was a game I honestly loved, honestly. I'm sure there was some few noble problems I had here and there, but overall, I thought the hell out of Detroit Become Human. I thought this was a really amazing game. Because you involve I have to own intriguing stories that you really want to see them survive. Like, you really want to see this character survive. Connor, Cara, and Marcus are truly interesting characters. Yeah, and Cara would definitely be my favorite of the bunch. One of the stories are really interesting. I'm sorry, Sam. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings in any way. It's fine. But don't be sorry. If I didn't have any feelings or anything like that. Anyway, it's like, and as I'll say, the graphics in Trouble Human are truly incredible and are pretty breathtaking to see. Like, like, like they really got a lot of graphics, and this game really proves that. Yeah, and while the writing here definitely isn't the best, it definitely still adds a lot to the situation. You know, pretty tense, and sometimes you make like split-second decisions, which definitely got me very tense throughout. And they're like they seem to end in so many different ways. Because of the flow mechanic, this game could really end in many different ways. It could go in many different ways. And I ended up playing back the game and then I playing back certain things, and there was some things that you can actually do that honestly kind of surprised me. Even freaking honestly. Especially stuff near the end, the game make certain decisions. You gotta play the game, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I fucking love Struggle here. I think it's a really great to amazing game. I'm still giving my 4.75 out of 5. And now we get to The Last of Us. Probably one of the best games I've ever freaking played. I don't know why it took me this long to finally beat The Last of Us. And this is one of the best story-driven games I've played. Like the story here is like the story like could be very simple, but how it's told, how it's handled, and the way it shows the story, tells the story, is all around unique and very different than what your typical apocalypse zombie movie is. Yes, the characters follow Joel and Ellie are probably some of the best characters I've ever seen in a video game. Just truly. Oh my god. The Trip Camp Human never played this game, but I've seen this movie called Detroit, and it was okay. Yeah, I do recommend Trip Camp Human if you want the story type games. It's all that, and I actually love Detroit, but I actually do love the movie Detroit, even though I'll be a part when we watch time soon. I still love the movie, but sorry you weren't a fan of it, Trip. Sorry you weren't a fan of it. Anyway. Joel and Ellie are two of the best characters I've ever seen in a freaking video game. Such intriguing, likable, unique, and just all around amazing characters. Just truly incredible. Last of Us, now play this game. I do recommend playing Last of Us. Like, it's a truly emotional experience. And again, Liquid, Uncharted, Thieves, and Life is Strange, it's one of the few games I played that actually truly made me cry while playing it, especially with how it ends. And in the future, I might end up doing a top 10 best moments from Last of Us, so stay tuned with that. It's a truly immersive, amazing game. You probably all heard this from Last of Us. Has been praised across the board. It's been usually said one of the best things I've made for a reason. It's been praised and won so many Game of the Awards. I'm part of just saying about this game, so. The Last of Us is a truly incredible game with incredible graphics, incredible characters, incredible storytelling, incredible gameplay, incredible music, just incredible everything. And again, one of the three games like Uncharted 4, Thieves, and Life is Strange to truly make me cry while playing it. And speaking of Life is Strange, now time about Life is Strange Before the Storm, which I thought was an all-around great game. Definitely not up to the emotional heights of Life is Strange, but still an all-around great experience that really dives deep into, gets you more interested in stuff involving Chloe and Rachel's characters, and it really made Rachel into the light in all the best ways. And there's from Chloe that you want interested about her, those interested about all the other characters as well. Overall, it's a really interesting experience. It does hit the feel at times, it's in the truth made me cry, like with Life is Strange. There was some pretty heartwarming moments that really did tell my strengths. So like between Chloe and Rachel was definitely an intriguing relationship that I really liked. The Battle mechanic was definitely an interesting mechanic that I thought was used very well in this game. And it definitely has some noble issues I have here and there. But all around, I thought this game was all around great. Yeah, it doesn't reach too much on Life is Strange, but still really nonetheless. And now we get to the final game, which speaking of Life is Strange, we got The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, which was known was a spin-off game Life is Strange. Life is Stranger. I don't think I've ever heard of this game. What's it called? Life is Strange, and gives no way it was an episodic video game that was released around 2015. So and then Pepper's getting mad. She has a power, time to rewind power, and she has to reunite her friend Chloe, and she has to figure out how to use. She got this power, and also this tornado from hitting her hometown of Cape Bay. Honestly, if you have not played this game, I give the highest recommendation. You guys know how I feel about Life Strange at this point. I'm sure most of you guys in my videos know how I feel about Life Strange at this point. Kissing how much I praised in my original review, and then I did like a ranking video on the episodes and a best moment list on Life Strange. And of all the games I played this year, it's definitely the best I played, best game when I played, and when I actually do keep going back to. So if you have not played the game, I do recommend it. Sorry. And back to the Austin Magic Captain's Beer, which is a short spin-off game that was released like a few years ago. That was released like around last Tuesday, I believe. It's a short game, but it's still incredible nonetheless. That really embodies the imagination of being a kid. It really makes you feel like you're missing a child. Like I definitely got missing my childhood while playing this game. It's like around 1 or 2 hours, depending on how you do things. But the game does have some interesting elements that really get into it. It does have some consequences with the choices that you make. The graphics are beautiful. Character creation play is definitely an interesting one as well. As well, the stuff we do is pretty amazing and a whole lot of fun, and I have a smile on my face every single time I see it. Like I was really smiling so much while playing this game. Like, it really was. It really was. And the ending definitely struck me a bit. It's honestly about actually me cry, but it definitely struck me, and it definitely has me curious to check out Life Strange 2, which I kind of went for the first episode, kind of on 27th September. I'm still giving it 4.5 out of 5, and I did do my review behind the scenery, but I was thinking great, still incredible, game, very short, but still incredible. And that's all the games I have played throughout June 2018. And now it's time to discuss all of the movies I have seen. I'm not seeing as much movies as I did in my previous weekend videos. So one of my recap videos, this is the least movies I have seen. I've saw like 8 movies throughout the month of June. And because the one time much movies this month or whatever, or the couple movies I did want to see, but just not going to into it. And maybe busy playing some games or just also walking upstairs and all that stuff and then watching from the show. Yeah, game really did take a lot of time. Anyway, now it's time to discuss the 8 movies I've seen throughout this month. First up, we have Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, which a movie that for most people flat just freaking hate this movie. Yeah, I did not expect that on. I got to see this at early screening, and I actually didn't like it. Okay. No, so my grade actually did drive down a little bit, but it's not because it's the king. I still enjoy Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. I say I still kind of like this movie. There are definitely a few problems I just didn't notice. So honestly, it's nothing to do with the views changing my. It's nothing to do with the views changing my opinion. I think it's nothing to do with that. Because when I told my friends about it, they were kind of saying that. Because on it, I still like this movie. But there's definitely a few more problems I didn't notice. But honestly, this movie is just a presentation of a really fun, entertaining, and just fun movie. I actually wouldn't say this actually is the best Jurassic World sequel. I would still say that's The Lost World, which I still really like. I just saw Sicario 2, and it was as good as the first one, and Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, that was pretty good. Well, I'm not alone, Fallen Kingdom. I actually like the movie, and I do plan on seeing, and I haven't seen Sicario 2 yet, I do plan on seeing it tomorrow, though. So definitely stay tuned with that. That's my video down below tomorrow and Tuesday. I'm really excited to see Sicario 2. But anyway, back to Fallen Kingdom. There are some great elements to it I really like, with the graphics, some things the performances, some really fun, entertaining moments, some great action, some really great elements, some really interesting moments that I was like, huh. Interesting. Even though the script wasn't the best, honestly, you thought they were actually trying with certain things, honestly. Jenny Bruno is definitely a great director. He's proven out from what the orphanage, Impossible, and Monster Calls. But he definitely has this talking on it. I mean, the original was definitely a little better. Definitely, which likes me a little bit more. But again, I originally gave like a 9.8 minus my original view. But now those more for the kind of same rank it dropped to wall, 9.8 or B plus. I still think it's a really damn fun movie, and I still think I really like it, kind of like it. I definitely won't get the high grade kid, but I still really enjoy this. Now we got one of the films that I did see is Ocean's 8, which is the spin-off to the Ocean's franchise with George Clooney, Matt Damon, and Brad Pitt. And of course, it's on the Ocean's sister. She's one of your heist about Owen at being released from prison. You know, those kind of other part I mentioned in the previous movies. Yeah, so I don't know what the about Ocean 8 going in, honestly. Like, I don't think the dress really bad, but they didn't fully impress me. I wasn't sure if it's necessary. If you don't know what I did about the Ocean's trilogy, I don't really like it. The Ocean's 11 movie I thought was actually a damn great movie, honestly. Ocean was good. I think they're pretty fun movies. And this movie is definitely this movie is actually a pretty fun movie, honestly. This movie is pretty fun. It's definitely not amazing, but definitely also the main problem with this movie. Like, some characters not really much to do, honestly. It's being as by the numbers and cliche as you expect, but it doesn't reach the high stakes and the high levelness of the previous Ocean movies. Like, it's not like tense or it didn't feel scared or anything like that. Just Ocean's 8. No thanks to Ocean's 8, no. Thanks to Cena 1, but I'll stick with the other Ocean's movies. And that's fine. That's what we do, man. Anyway. Yeah, Ocean's 8, I thought it was a pretty fun movie. Yeah, and of the other movies, it definitely has some questionable things. And you wonder why the movies even made at times. And again, some kids aren't really getting much to do. It doesn't reach the highest stakes of the previous Ocean's movies. It's kind of dragging on time, especially when I say it's not the one time it has. It has some jokes that do really fall flat. But I think this was still a pretty fun movie. I suppose the best way I describe it. I bet the best way I can also describe Ocean's 8 is a pretty fun movie. And I'm giving it a 76 of a B. And now we got one of my favorites of the year, Hereditary. Like, I didn't expect to love Hereditary as much as I did. Like, oh my, I really didn't expect to love Hereditary as much as I did. Oh my god. I'm still thinking about a lot of elements from this movie. I'm just, wow, this movie is just. But this movie is just freaking awesome. Definitely, when A24 is truly best movie. It's not probably the best movie, but not maybe the best movie actually. I'm not sure about just yet, but it's definitely one of the best, and definitely one of the best, and definitely it's from. I'm actually debating, really wanting to. And the film I'm actually debating about this movie or The Babadook is my favorite horror movie of the decade. Really wanting to watch Hereditary. Hereditary, I do recommend you haven't seen it. If you're more into the one type of movies, I would definitely give it a watch. This movie is definitely on weird and times, but it's definitely the best way. It's different and unique from your most typical horror movie. Like I said, it has kind of a feel of The Babadook, which I still was my favorite horror movie of the decade, but not this might be it. I'm still debating on that. But that's how great Hereditary is. It's a truly magnificent horror movie. Like, I wish most horror movies on this like this. I'm sure they've had some great ones out there. I mean, quietly Stone one had often actually more here to the year so far, and definitely in my top 5 best horror movies of the decade. But I always love films that are more now definitely a little more unique and interesting. And even though Quiet Place was kind of like that, this film is definitely way more unique and intriguing. It really just grabs onto you and just no let's go, and definitely have some intriguing moments of actually scaring and terrifying you. Yeah, I still can't get me on my head, honestly. I plan on watching it very soon because I didn't expect to love it. I didn't on. So I'm not going to feel obviously about The Witch, which I thought was actually a pretty good movie, but I don't say I love it like everyone else does. But this movie just freaking struck home with me. I don't know what it is, but it's a film that shows, wow, it's scary, terrifying, but in all the best ways. Hereditary is truly one of the best movies I've seen this year so far. Definitely one of the best horror movies of the decade. But now we get to probably one of the best horror movies, probably my favorite film again. I don't know if it is my favorite deal so far, but we'll get into that later. But now we get to one of the best, and now we're talking about what is probably the worst film I've seen this year, and that is The Kissing Booth. Lindsay, my review that is probably one of the best reviews I honestly ever done, and one of the I actually really do feel proud of, honestly. Because Kissing Booth is just a terrible, awful movie that I freaking hated. And it's definitely probably the worst film that Netflix has ever done. Just Netflix really needs to get better with their movies. Because, yeah. Like, Kissing Booth was just, I didn't know what I was thinking of watching this. I couldn't tell what was going on. This film freaking sucked. One sec. This film was so boring. It's cliche up to the brim. As terrible acting. Like, Joey King, I know you can be your actress, but you really aren't playing great roles. Kissing Booth, never seen. Avoid this movie. One get up, avoid this movie. Avoid this movie. I think you would have a better time doing anything else than watching this terrible movie on Netflix. All the characters are terrible and unlikable as hell. I tell them, like, the lead character actually, like, you know, actually root for the lead character, especially some of the shit he's done in this movie and the character that she falls for. Okay, the relationship between Joey King's character and that plays no character is 50 Shades level of awfulness. Because the point where you never understand why these two are together in the fucking first place, and you just don't believe it. Especially all the trouble they cause each other. Couple. And the humor here is terrible. The dialogue is some of the most cringy dialogue I have seen in a movie in a very long time. And it's incredibly unrealistic. It dragged and short to freaking sit through. And there's some subplots that you feel like were just added just to pass the runtime bit, which was unfortunate. And I did do my review of it. That's how much I can add that I haven't already done my actual review. But Kissing Booth, ranking sucks. Avoid it. Avoid it at all cost. But we're not back to another huge favorite of mine this year, and that is The Incredibles 2. Which was my most anticipated movie of 2018. Like I was so excited for finally going to getting on an Incredibles movie, especially after 14 years to make it. It was truly worth the wait. Incredibles 2 delivered on everything I wanted from an Incredibles sequel. It really explains a lot of the elements and story of the original movie, and making them a little more interesting and different, and it really adds a lot of interest to follow the first movie as well. The animation here is truly amazing, and it's definitely one of the best animated movies I've done. Yet, Pixar is just music animation. Wanted to watch Incredibles 2. Oh, I still recommend if you're Incredibles, if you at least like the movie at least, I highly recommend it. If you wanted to wait for Incredibles sequel for so long, this is definitely worth the wait. It was awesome seeing all these characters back, and I bet you after 14 years and seeing them develop more, seeing them grow more, seeing them have more interesting elements to them, like especially Jack, who is definitely the standout character in the entire movie. I know it's probably said in their reviews, but he truly is standout. It is a little unpredictable than the previous movie, but it's definitely still interesting nonetheless. And while the villain definitely isn't the best, he's definitely not on low syndrome. Like Canada and Spider-Man syndromes on a huge standard. I thought the villain was pretty interesting. His character review was a little obvious. I still liked it on. I thought he was actually menacing, definitely has moments to shine. The humor here is so hilarious and laugh out loud, honestly. I was laughing so hard. The action set pieces are probably some of the best I've seen this year, and some of the best that Pixar has ever done. It hit all the themes, elements, and messages from the first film and really expanding on them. It's like plus it's definitely hits on the heartstrings and definitely very relatable like most Pixar movies. The score of Michael Giacchino's is one of the best scores I've heard this year so far. Probably not the best. It's definitely one of the best scores I've heard this year so far. It's fun. It's a fun 18%, but filled with a lot of heart and emotion they use for Pixar at this point. Yeah, it's everything I wanted from Incredibles Second One. It truly delivered. I just thought I'm gonna wait 14 more years for an Incredibles movie. Well, God, we hope. And then we get to another movie this year that I did see but I'm not going to review, and that is Life of the Party. A film that I was not anticipating film at all. Life of the Party I was truly not anticipating. After for one thing, Ben Falcone, who directed the Tammy and the Boss. Probably two of the worst comedies I've seen this decade. And definitely some of the worst movies I've seen those years that came out. Bringing some of the worst, dumbest McCarthy. Like I do actually do like Melissa McCarthy as an actor. I do like Melissa McCarthy as an actress. But she doesn't put the right projects to do, especially when it comes to development. To her husband, Ben Falcone. Again, Tammy the Boss, two of the worst comedies I've seen this decade. Two comedies that are so unfunny, so mean-spirited, so unlikable. The characters that are so freaking unlikable. Doesn't bring on the worst of what comedies have nowadays. And now, here's what I will say about Life of the Party. Here's what I actually would say about the movie. It is honestly far from being the best, but being worse. It's far from being bad. Life of the Party was pretty good. I really liked it. Me, I honestly didn't. This means that I actually had a terrible movie. Like, I actually was surprised this movie wasn't even bad. But it's still but it's definitely not as terrible, god awful as TME on Bassa. At least there's that. And Life of the Party, there really isn't much to say about it, which is probably why I didn't do a review of it. With some great elements, some moments that were hilarious, much harder to try, some actors do try as well. Do at least some effort put into it, so you can see. But it still is kind of funny, it has some characters that are just, likable, stereotypical, pretty much useless. Has moments that are kind of boring at times, there's girls in the roof that you just definitely can see from a mile away. It's a movie that's just kind of forgettable, one of the movies they just put on TV and just that's kind of background noise. That's basically the best way to Life of the Party. They were not terrible like I thought it was going to be, but it's still not good at all. I would give it a 32 or C minus. Definitely not as terrible, awful, or even bad. Well, that's the Boss or Tammy, but still not good and kind of forgettable. And now we get to The Death of Superman. Definitely one of the better DC animes I've seen. Definitely the one that really got the Death of Superman storyline right. Like it really delivered the one made the storyline so great to begin with. And it really does develop a lot of Superman's character on why he's such a simple hope, why he's so loved, and why people really do love Superman, why they look up so much. That wasn't really departing, but all an engaging element of the movie. It really does just a lot to the soul material on this. It does have some good emotion. It doesn't hit as hard as I wanted to. It still kind of hits. And the Superman Disney fight is definitely an incredible fight and definitely a badass and just around incredible. I can watch. Watch. Again, the motion piece don't hit quite as hard. It does get overstep at times, and Wayne Wilson is like the best as Lex Luthor. But Death of Superman was still a pretty good movie. Definitely one of the best DC anime movies I have seen. The Death of Superman I heard of but never seen. I actually do recommend it. I think you guys might like it. And now for the final movie on this I've seen, and one this movie I actually seen just yesterday. This is a movie I actually just seen very recently. Actually just yesterday, so And that, my friend, is Tag Dog. I'm actually not going to say much on this movie because I actually do want to review on my channel, so I'm not exactly going to say much on this movie until I actually do review it. But all I'm going to say, I love this movie a lot more than I thought I would. That's all I'm going to say. That I did love the movie more than I thought I would. So yeah, the third episode, I have to do that. But anyway, here's all the movies, TV, and games I have seen in the month of June. That looks pretty funny. Yeah, but I do admit it actually was more funny than I actually thought it would be, which is definitely a good thing. And now, I know we're not this probably would be in the live stream concern, but I figure since it's the halfway point of 2018, I figured why not give what is my favorite video so far, my least favorite video so far, all my most overlooked, my most surprising, and my most disappointing films of 2018 so far. Figured, why the hell not? But I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to leave really quick. It's my life. Don't you forget. Perhaps houses in my whole day. It's something in my life, but I knew that. Life is good. Okay. Now talking about the most my most disappointing, my most surprising, my most overlooked, my worst in 2018 so far. First, let's get the most disappointing. The film was 1.2 one or another, but it disappointed me a lot. Not actually wasn't that many disappointments, honestly. Actually, it was just four disappointments. I'm almost giving any more for me in the year. But how is it not as many so far as what last year, 2016 were? At least at this point. So that's good, at least. Yeah, most disappointing films. And only 4 in this list. First off, before we got the 15th. Exactly. Most disappointing. Number 4. The 15-17 to Paris. If you're not seeing very interesting in the trailer, like Clint Eastwood as a director. So I'm very curious. Because the film just end up not working, end up kind of disappointing me. It's definitely not bad. Awful movie's not bad. It's just, man. No, some of this film actually be a little more inspirational and more impactful. And it's impactful like when the event actually hits, when the event actually happened. That's when actually the most impactful, the most memorable moment of the movie. Before that, some moments are just kind of boring, kind of whatever, and just felt like the ones that was there just to fill out the runtime, make it as long as it was. Yeah, not a bad movie, but it could have been so much better, especially from the talented Eastwood. 1570 Paris I wanted to see. And I wasn't that many, probably disappointed by I was. And number 3, Winchester. Winchester. What about the more that this is one of those horror movies that actually potential to be kind of scary and kind of interesting, but it just doesn't. It kind of sucks. My positive is that Helen Bonham Carter, I believe she was in this movie, does do a really good job of the role, and it is very well shot. It has a good design to it, but other than that, the villain's just boring as hell. He's quite good actor, but you really didn't look at this movie and your character is kind of likable here. You know, they do try to make a lot of money. There's one moment where it's like, I'm not gonna buy it. And Pillai in this film has one of the worst cases of jump scares I have seen. Or I'm telling how I hate that movie with burning passion. Like, I think like how they use jump scares in this movie is kind of baffling. Actually, just like wow, just wow. Also, the story here actually could have been interesting. Is that actually could have a lot of interesting elements to it. But it's just your standard generic horror movie that just has, the worst case of jump scares I've seen since Luigi. And it's very boring, very uninspired, and just uninteresting as hell. Never see Winchester. Get good. Don't even see Winchester. It is definitely a boring pile of. Number 2, Newt, which was done by Duncan Jones, a very talented director. Yeah, I recently see his film Moon, which I thought was an incredible, amazing, and all fantastic movie. Like, if you have not seen Moon, I give the highest recommendations. I fucking love that movie. It's also a pretty good movie as well. Warcraft, it was okay, honestly. It was okay at best. But I'm so excited to see Mutant that he was kind of go back to more than just more interesting talent director. And me really let me down. And the only reason why it's on Netflix because it wasn't good. I mean, it does have a good elements to it. And Snapchat does do a good job, and Paul Rudd definitely is the best thing about the movie, and his character does an interesting one as well. Again, which he was the main character of the movie. It does have a good visual style to it, and the world is actually interesting. But I really wish they explored more of the world here. It's just, the world is interesting, but they hardly explore it at all, honestly. The film ends kind of very boring, you really don't care about what this guy's doing and the characters of this movie. It's uninteresting, it doesn't go much anywhere. There's really much saying about music. It's nothing. It's kind of a bad movie, and it's a movie I wish I could love. Honestly, I wish I could say Duncan Jones did a really good job, but I think he just didn't, honestly. And music didn't see. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But now we get to what is the most disappointing film I have seen in 2018 so far, and so far that is Pacific Rim Uprising. Pacific Rim Uprising. So far, it's my most disappointing movie I've seen in 2018, which is very unfortunate. Because this one was my most anticipated films of the year. Like, I really thought the hell of the first Pacific Rim. Guillermo did a great job of that movie. Basically, embodied what made us what is basically the film is. Giant monsters, giant robots, giant robots, giant monsters, and he really goes on it. Sure, it sounds better when it comes to writing or character development, but it knows what it is, and it goes for a big time, and it still has some great substance to it. That has some of the best visuals, one of the best visual movies I've seen in this decade, honestly. I mean, it's given that term, so what do you expect? It's about the total, so what do you expect? So I was still very excited with Uprising, even though Guillermo was to come back. Yeah, it's nice actually. It's actually interesting. Even though I had never seen Spartacus, he also work on Daredevil on Netflix show, which is definitely probably the best. Which definitely is an all-around great show. Definitely definitely a huge great for Netflix side. So I was very interested to see what's going to happen. And I actually did a hell of a trailers, honestly. But all I expect to be as good. All one was some fun, but it's just not good review. Pacific Rim was a so-so sequel to Pacific Rim. Honestly, we'll pick the first one over the second one. I don't feel it's bad, but I definitely do agree about I'll pick the first one. The first one actually had some fun and some greatness, and it really knows what it was. But I think it doesn't. It doesn't have any of the greatness, or hardly any greatness to what made the first one so great. So great, like I found like the nice because he did it just, and even the action step just weren't that fun. Even they weren't that interesting, which is very fortunate. I'm sure there was some funness here and there, but I was just bored for most of the time. And John Brennan does do the best he can to give a charismatic and likable performance. I mean, John Brennan is a very talented actor. You can admit how awful the script is. I actually don't blame it on the series tonight. I'm more on the writing team and the people behind it, because you can tell there's a lot of mouthing involved in this movie. Yeah. There's one news the more I thought about it. Like, I thought it was actually kind of mad at first, but the more I thought about it, the more I was like, yeah, this is kind of bad. Yeah, it is pretty bad. It is pretty bad. Like, I was more of like a D plus my original view, but now I'm more towards the D. Something like, I was really excited for this movie. I was hoping I had some fun in the first one, but it just it up. And how to do Charlie Day's character in this movie, which I won't spoil because you haven't seen it, which very well. But I'm sure most of you know by now. But what they do Charlie Day's character is one of the most unintentionally hilarious things I've ever freaking seen in my life. Like, what the hell? But yeah, everybody's saying sad for it, but just seriously, I'm still one of the most disappointing film I've seen this year so far. But on another note, now let's get to the most surprising film that I've seen this year. So yeah, this year has honestly there's actually been a lot of films this year that actually surprised the hell out of me this year. Like I might end up being a top 10 list by the end of the year. That's how many surprises there were. And I actually have 12 movies this year that actually surprised the hell out of me. My most disappointing film this year so far is Black Panther. Don't get mad, I didn't like it. That's fine, man. That's fine, man. That's a long movie, but I'm sorry you weren't a fan of it. Man, but yeah, that's why we didn't like it. We all have our opinions, and we all have our opinions. That's what makes us human, and film's subjective, so if you like Black Panther, that's fine, man. But I think you may have continued man. I do appreciate it. I think you hear that boss for trying to comment live stream. I do really appreciate it. It really means a lot. It really means a lot to really watch this live stream. I really do appreciate it, man. Anyway, now time back to my most surprising movie that I've seen in 2018 so far. And there are 12 most surprising. That's how a lot of them that really surprised me. Yeah. Anyway, some I'm not going to talk too much about, but some I'm going to have some issues. So say, okay. Number 12, Insidious: The Last Key. A general horror film that actually wasn't terrible. No problem, man. A general horror movie that wasn't terrible, that actually wasn't shit. That actually was kind of decent. Sure, the film is definitely not amazing by any means. It's a film I'm probably not going to watch again anytime soon. But considering that it's another fourth film in the franchise, it actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It definitely at least has some effort and its Asian links put into it. Sure, it has more to a problem, but there's a lot of great elements to it as well. Well, I still think I give it around 62 B minus, and I'm still graded. But instead of on such because it was a general didn't suck. And number 11 we got Every Day, which was a romance movie. That was released around February, which stars Angry Rice. Rice, and that's a surprisingly good romance movie, honestly. I actually kind of like that. And it's been very surprised because I didn't know what to expect, didn't have much expectations going into it. And that's surprising how I actually really enjoyed it. Sure, it does have its problems, it does have some things that can't annoy me about romance movies, and because this movie is basically about a celestial being that goes to the body. They don't really do much explain this, honestly, and there's some questionable elements. This movie just like, really? But the performance of Angry Rice, the relationship she has with the being, and some interesting elements following other characters, and some sweet sentimental moments that really are actually kind of sweet, do definitely say this movie high up. It's definitely a really enjoyable movie. And number 10, Raider. From I actually enjoyed a lot more about it. Definitely one of the better video adaptations to come out. Again, not amazing by any standards, but definitely a very fun and enjoyable movie. It's definitely better than most video adaptations we've done, which definitely is a plus. Only seen me first and series in the first one. I didn't think that was scary in the plot. Every day seemed like a dog's purpose, but with humans. Yeah, no, it kind of is, honestly, but really actually kind of bad that movie, even though I still kind of enjoyed Dog's Purpose. The Tomb Raider was actually a pretty fun movie. At least she kind of really delivered as the role as Lara Croft. Lara Croft, she really embodied a lot of this character. There were definitely some fun action moments, some cool puzzle moments, and really funny moments. It definitely has a lot of problems to it, but has a lot more grain good than actual not so good. And there's one thing I am grateful for this movie. If it wasn't Tomb Raider, I wouldn't have played all the 18 games I played so far this year, because after this movie, I ended up playing the 2013 Tomb Raider game, that I progressed Tomb Raider. And I ended up playing all the other games I played and reviewed on the channel. Well, I'm just reading this movie at least. Not interested in Tomb Raider. That's fine. Oh, hey Ryan O'Toole. Oh, hello there. Hey Ryan O'Toole, glad you joined me. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming, man. Okay, in case you tell, I'm talking about what is my most surprising movies I've seen in 2018 so far. I see my notes. As I was talking about Tomb Raider, I was talking about how the movie got into all the games I've seen this year so far. But I think right, Brian, I do appreciate it. My number 9, we got The Death of Superman. Because, man, I didn't know what to expect going to Death of Superman, and I ended up really enjoying it, and I actually thought it was a pretty good movie. I already said, wow, it's a movie, so I'm not going to say this, but still, yeah, pretty good movie. Number 8, Roxanne. An actually good Netflix movie. I didn't have much attention. I didn't heard the movie until I ended up watching it with my friends. But actually, surprisingly a lot. It was actually pretty good. I played some sort of interesting Roxanne. I guess the last name was, but some Aphrodite films in the 90s. Actually, the play was actually pretty great. Wanted to let you know that Cody and I are starting a Big Brother podcast, and we want to have you on really soon, because we know you're a big fan like us. That'd be great, man. I would love to join that podcast. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome, man. By the time I've watched Roxanne was actually a pretty good movie, and a movie I actually really enjoy, actually. It has some problems through it, like some elements kind of feel very rushed, and some cases which I have seen more of, but it was still a pretty good movie, honestly. I really liked it. And now we'll get to first match, and the next movie that I actually love, definitely one of their best movies. Definitely has a couple of pacing issues here and there, and definitely it's kind of a little unrealistic at times, but definitely an all-around amazing movie with an amazing performance on, I forget the lead actress's name, but she was definitely amazing. Neil Long definitely is the standout here in this movie. And same and Mahershala Ali, also those are really good performances as well. All around, great. Amazing movie. Roxanne, never heard of. I do recommend, like I said. We will be in touch, man. I do have to add up, but I just want to let you know. Talk to you later. Also, man, talk to you later, man. Thank you for joining us for this free time. I do appreciate it. Anyway, and get the first match. I do recommend it. At number 6, we got Peter Rabbit. Yes, Peter Rabbit made my most surprising films. I know some people weren't really huge on Peter Rabbit or didn't like it at all. For me, at least, I didn't hate it. I actually wasn't have a team because then most adaptations don't do greatness. I don't think they're great. I mean, look at what Alice in Wonderland, and Hop, and a couple others. Like Peter Rabbit. I just did because I kind of did as well. Like, Peter Rabbit's definitely not amazing, honestly, but it was a lot more fun, entertaining, and enjoyable as I expected, honestly. voice acting here is great. Don Gleason is great. What's Don Gleason? Sorry, just I'm here at the end. We'll this movie again. I will great here as well. Doesn't get much to do, honestly. This movie actually has slapstick that actually is fun, hilarious, and just all around enjoyable. Oh, hilarious. It has a lot of fun in one thing. Sometimes goes where you expect. That's some enjoyment, honestly. And that's been one of the things that kind of ruins the period rapid comics, but I'm not commenting on that because I never read the period comics. Except one period rapid, yeah. But I still it's actually a pretty enjoyable movie, and again, like the one I thought I would. And number 5, we got another Netflix movie, When We First Met, which stars Adam Devine as another Theo Robbie Amell, and another Groundhog Day, kind of like a Groundhog Day, where basically and kind of different way because he has a chance to relive the day he first met his girlfriend, his chance to finally win it over after like 3 years and all that. When First Met was actually a pretty good movie, actually. Definitely has its problems, but I felt I actually really like and enjoyed more than I thought I would. This is one Adam Devine's best performance, though you end up kind of finding out when that movie I'll get into later. Actually, Natural was definitely great too as well. Robbie Amell, definitely one of his best performances. Definitely has some great elements to it that I really liked. It had a very similar romantic elements. Even though it's kind of predictable, it kind of says where things are going to go. I think it's still a pretty movie that I keep every single time rewatching every now and then. That's one of the bad enough movies to come out. When We First Met, never heard of. Actually, make me get to watching it. It's on Netflix. Now we get to number 4, which is I Can Only Imagine, a Christian movie that I actually like. In case not, I Can Only Imagine is basically about the song I Can Only Imagine done by the group Mercy Me, which is still the most popular Christian song of all time. The highest charting Christian song of all time. I've actually never heard this song to end up being on The Voice. And most of the time I would end up hearing it was from The Voice. But I can imagine it's actually a pretty solid and actually kind of a good movie. It does have its problems, it does have some elements that kind of didn't work. But I thought it's actually still a pretty kind of good movie. I actually thought it was pretty enjoyable. The actually like the lead singer was great. The actors really did a pretty good job here. The story of this guy we went through was pretty intriguing, and the stuff between him and his father was some of the best elements of this movie. Pretty good movie. Definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't already. Loved I Can Only Imagine. Well, I did, man. I'm glad you did. I loved it. I don't think I loved it, but I still liked it. And number 3, Maze Runner, The Death Cure. I was so surprised how much I actually really liked Maze Runner, The Death Cure. Really considering that I really wasn't used on the first 2 movies. It sounds like they're bad movies. The first one I do enjoy for what it was. Those first trials, I really wasn't huge on, honestly. It didn't actually have potential, but just couldn't live up to it. And just become kind of a mess. But that could actually end up probably my favorite in the trilogy. It's not the same match. It's something I actually really liked and actually I had a blast with. It had some amazing action set pieces, some great performances, some interesting developments on characters, had some great elements to it. Hey, buddy. Hey, Douglas. People glad you enjoy me. I appreciate it. Here's the truth now. I'm talking about my most surprising movies of the year so far. And I'm talking about movies on Death Cure, being my number 3. And talking about how much I actually really enjoyed that movie, considering how it was huge on the first 2 movies. Death Cure was a pretty nice in the truth, wasn't really hugely impressive, honestly. Only the first thing that movie I wasn't a fan of. Yeah, the first thing I thought was fun for what it was. Yeah, Social Trials wasn't good, honestly. But Death Cure, definitely a pretty good movie. Definitely liked it a lot more than I thought I would. And now we get to the top 2. This is a movie that I wasn't looking forward to at all, but end up surprisingly living hell out of me. And it was living hell out of me. Like, I'm surprised how much I actually really love these movies. I'm doing most of them up, but I'm going to say it with myself. Number 2, Game Night. I really, I mean, I wasn't looking forward to getting because the trailers really made things gonna be just a typical generic comedy with unreal characters, unreal situations, and just what the hell situations. But actually, ended up being a lot more smarter, a lot more intriguing, a lot more unpredictable, and a lot more hilarious than I was expecting. Kind of blew his socks off, honestly. But I actually enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I actually rewatched the movie. Nice job. Yeah, my only problem with the movie is the subplot that happens that I felt wasn't truly needed in the movie. But other than that, I pretty much love everything else about the movie. Love game nights. So did I, man. So did I. Game Night truly was an hilarious, definitely one of the most fun movies I've seen. Definitely one of the best comedies I've seen in a very long time. Definitely made me laugh a lot. This movie has actually great performances from Jason Bateman, Rachel Adams, and Jesse Plemons. That's good. Characters I actually I wish I really do miss. Most comic films have characters that just that's what's think of it. Then it's not going to, and yeah, we haven't really have a lot of characters all the way through and they don't grow or anything like that. Then just the film just they just don't care about them and what they're trying to form their identity effect. Actually, make you care about these characters, even though there's no reason you should care about these characters. But again, that's the exact characters they actually give a damn about. I'm still like when I say Richard Adams or Jesse Plemons are the standouts, which one I think is the most standout because Richard Adams still is the best I've seen in a long time. And Jesse Plemons was, oh my god. They're both stand out in different unique ways, and you can't think of which one actually stands out the most. The film's also probably a lot more interesting with its camera work and direction. It's a lot more unpredictable and unexpected. And sure, it does be a little unrealistic. It does go for switch stuff like don't have in real life. It's not overbearing, way beyond stretch of belief that you can't not ever believe what's actually happening on screen. It kind of has come. It's not overbearing. It's not like too way up on believability. Like most kind of nasty, like Batman Christmas, Fist Fight, Rough Night, I Work with Long Haul. Most comics that were released last year. There's a lot of comics were on my worst list, so yeah. But Game Night was a film I wasn't looking forward to, especially since one person who did Vacation, which was definitely one of the most comics I saw that year, one of the worst films I've seen that year. Yeah, but last year, but still did I made the Jones by Homecoming, but sure it's still impressing me, but really a great comedy. And definitely one of the biggest surprises I've seen this year. But it's not my most surprising. And my most surprising film of 2018 so far is Blockers. Which you can see I have a poster which I've gotten when I saw Deadpool 2. I saw a poster and then I ended up getting one. Blockers, a film I was looking forward to in the 5th, and I was kind of dreading it, honestly, because the trailer, again, like Game Night, it's like going to be just your typical generic comedy, especially, and for this being an R comedy, that really didn't help because the trailers were just, oh my god, it was like, oh my god, and it's going to be just dick jokes, sex jokes for the sake of it, and it doesn't work out, and the parents will going to be fine, Uncle Bull is going to play exactly what we expect from this type of movie, and there was this budget scene, and there was this budget that ended up making me cringe so hard. But yeah, when I actually saw the movie at free screening, it actually ended up becoming probably my favorite scene in the entire movie. Yeah. A scene while I was purchased so hard when I saw the movie. And I'm my favorite scene in the entire movie. And I'm still surprised at how much I actually really enjoyed the hell out of Blockers. I'm sure the story kind of goes how you expect it, and I don't say all the jokes truly hit, but when they do hit, they really hit. Like, this is basically everything comedy should be. And it actually has characters that you care about. Sure, the parents are going for crazy stuff to try to stop the dogs from having sex. But unlike most comedies, there's at least a reason. There's at least a sympathetic reason behind all these parents why they're trying to stop their dog from having sex. There's actually reasons, and they can actually understand and sympathize with. Blancos, or that's called Billy Blancos, I don't know about seeing. Yeah, I do recommend Blancos. I mean, a lot more fun than I was expecting. Like, I was on so right when I saw that screen. Like, oh my god. God. But the parents here, they all do great. John Cena, he pretty much actually a better actor than he was a wrestler. Leslie Mantis for her best performances, and I Barnhouse definitely found that with her character entire movie. That one of the more intriguing moments of the character movie. The daughters here actually have the moments to shine and not just stereotypical characters who had to step out sick of it. They actually they do a really supporting the sex pack, and they actually do feel for them as well. They actually have their moments as well. And after this movie, I had a major crush on Leslie Mann's daughter in the movie. On the actual definitely Leslie Mann's character's daughter. Newman. Oh my god, she was gorgeous. Sorry. Anyway, I'll talk about Blackers. The interview was truly hilarious, funny, a lot more funny than I was expecting. I'm still surprised how much I actually like that movie. It has a lot more heart and emotion now. It's really expected. I was just surprised by that. What's the emotion and heart that this film ended up getting? Something else, Dusty. Anyway, as I was saying, also about Blockers, which was truly an hilarious movie. Definitely a huge surprise as I just drank the movie, then and I'm getting one of the best comedies I've seen in a long time. And definitely is one of the most surprising movies I've seen. I don't think of them a lot for actually beat this. Because maybe the first push can actually be a good movie. I doubt it, but you never know. It doesn't most surprising. Now it's time for my most underrated / overlooked. The films that I have here that have kind of not so about praise, but I actually end up really enjoyed. Those films that a lot of people don't really, I can praise, but a lot of people haven't seen, and a lot of films that a lot of people don't have noticed about. And there are actually 14 of those type of films I'm talking about. Some that I kind of mentioned are most surprising, honestly, so I won't talk too much on them. Number 14, Every Day. Number 13, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. There's a few films I already mentioned, so I'm not going to get too much into them. Number 12, Roxanne. I feel I had Roxanne on two. I feel I just had Roxanne. One second, guys. So I just want to do some work. Next to me. Okay. Sorry, somebody else. Okay, number 12 is Roxanne. Number 11, Early Man. A movie about armaments potential that a lot of people really huge on, but I actually really liked. Definitely not one of the best movies, definitely one of the weekend movies, but I still really do like nonetheless. Fortunate for men bombing. Number 9, number 10, Red Sparrow. Definitely actually was very enjoyable and very fun. Actually, definitely has that interesting elements to it that I really liked. Definitely it's very long. Definitely doesn't hit the emotional that I want to, but still a pretty fun and enjoyable movie. Number 9, Before I Wake. Definitely Mike Flanagan's least. Definitely one of my biggest movie. But it's still a pretty good movie. I did actually see it around 2016, but then I'm released to 2018 on Netflix. But that's actually a good movie. Definitely not anything amazing, and definitely one of his weakest movies. Definitely has some problems I noticed the second time I watched it, but still a good movie nonetheless. And 8, I Can Only Imagine. I love that song. I can only imagine. Number 7, First Match. Number 6, Tag, you're a tag. Early men, not interested. And a lot of people haven't really been interested in early men, someone to watch. I do you mind Jarvis Bill. Number 6 is Tag. So that's from kind of getting mixed reviews and I actually enjoy it one more than others. If I want to actually review the movie. Number 5, the Tomb Raider. Number 4, The Tale, which is a movie on HBO that I do give the highest recommendations. Definitely an emotional, powerful movie. It's hard to watch, but definitely is a powerful movie. It's on HBO if you want to see it. Number 3, Maze Runner, The Death Cure. Number 2, You Were Never Really Here. A film that more did give her the moment. And Rocky Phoenix definitely is probably one of my favorite acting performance of the entire year, honestly. But did he really deliver in this movie? I think we do want to be watching it really here, see if I might love it more. Maybe it would be high more up in the actual best list. But I honestly freaking love You Were Never Really Here. So I'll probably have a lot more others still, but definitely still the Tame, which is an excellent movie. And number 1, my most overlooked, The Tale, never heard of. And it's definitely an interesting album based on this. The Tale is definitely a very interesting movie and definitely an emotional one, actually. And it's actually based on all the stuff the director Jennifer Fox actually went through. Which this actually went through. So, one of the main actors for this movie. So, I definitely do recommend. So, I think it's on HBO if you want to watch it. You Were Never Really Here, never have. Definitely a movie that really gets into your head and really messes with you. That's something else I mentioned. But anyways, my most underrated such old movie is I Killed Giants. Actually, mostly I can't tell this coming, so I'm just praised in my original review. But I think that was definitely an excellent movie. His movie is definitely an excellent watch. Definitely has a lot of interesting elements, some movies that really make you feel like it's own though. Wolf definitely delivers an amazing performance, probably the most underrated performance of the entire year. Has a lot of interesting elements. It might be a lot of muscle calls, but more of a coming age, managed more in a different way, which is definitely best and possible. My only problem with the movie is that sometimes that the bully kid actually does is kind of like a little too far. But far, there's no way we'll actually will go this far. But I think Giants is a movie that really hits on the emotion. It really does some really interesting messages about this kid was flying through. It really hits home. It really cut hard, and I'm actually going to end up making my actual point by the end of the year. But it's definitely a film that you definitely should watch if you haven't already. Like this is a film that you definitely need to watch. I'm sure most actually at least enjoy or actually like this movie. I never heard this movie until one of my friends said, I'm loving it. So I Killed Giants is definitely the most underrated such overall movie of 2018. Definitely check it out. Heard I Killed Giants but didn't see. So definitely a recommendation. So now we're on to big ones. So let's talk about my top 10 worst movies of the year so far. Now, some of them haven't been like terrible, awful movies this year so far, but maybe we'll get some more of them this year. But some other movies that like I'll go and give them like 5 episodes far, which is definitely actually might have been as last year, which last year I gave like around 14 eps and 16 I gave like 16 eps, so 18 eps. So I mean, just less eps I've probably given in any year, so we'll see. But here are 10 movies I've seen this year that I just didn't like. Number 10, Pacific Rim Uprising. Number 9, Winchester. Good potential, but I mean great, but no. Number 8, Death Wish. The remake of Bruce Willis. It's like, which I still do want to see. But this remake just, yeah. Bruce Willis, you're good actor, but you really haven't been doing lately. Number 7, The Titans. I think the first of 4 Netflix movies to actually make my top 10 list. Yeah, the first of 4 Netflix movies to make my top 10 list. Yeah. And this movie, along with my number 6 movie, Anon, are films that was so boring and so just uninteresting and so and just so confused. I think those to me, those movies are some of the most confusing and odd movies I've seen in a while. It's not a good way because it's so confusing and dang, I can't even explain what actual stories are about. Honestly. I can't even explain what the stories are actually about because, well, first don't even know the story because it goes through alpha is overcomplicated or airline or so just out there you can't even explain what the story actually is. There's a couple good elements. There are a couple good elements that do sit and give me an F, but they're still terrible movies in last night. And on Netflix, just you see them, I skip them. Death Wish, never watch it. Good. With the remake, I watch it. I can still see the original, I heard was actually pretty good, but the remake, no. No. Now I'm going to the 5 movies so far, I've given an F so far. Number 5, 50 Shades Street. And Fidget Star was my worst from last year, but at least this one's not my worst. And the show is flying over. Number 4, my guilty pleasure movie video so far, The Hurricane Heist. Group of thieves trying to rob a bank during a Category 5 hurricane. That is just so hilarious and on so many levels, and it truly is. Yeah, okay, it's my guilty pleasure movie video so far. And I definitely do actually want to watch it again. It's so bad, but so fun at the same time. And so not surprised at how bad it actually is. Number 3, Game Over, Man. A terrible comedy with some more examples of dick jokes I've seen in a very long time. Also, one thing I mentioned about Blockers is that movie actually makes dick and sex jokes funny. Because Blockers is actually the most I like the dick and sex jokes in forever. And forever, those how to make those jokes funny. This is the perfect about how not to make those type of jokes funny. And if I agree, I see good stuff for you in that next movie in first movie, which actually you were pretty good at. But you definitely need a better agent because, yeah, definitely not best movie. Wow, I never really truth are there. Definitely a terrible horror movie, one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen, one of the worst of the decade. Just, wow, this movie was just damn. Just damn. This movie was terrible acting, terrible stories, and every horror cliche in the book. And it's so confusing, and has those faces that are just so unintentional hilarious, but doesn't reach the pleasure level, fortunately, because it won't take itself too seriously, which is very unfortunate. Now my worst movie yet so far, which is my song's coming, The Kissing Booth. This film is my worst, and the film has to do a lot to be The Kissing Booth. Just, wow. The remake and the original Death Wish, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Hurricane Heist, didn't watch, same truth there. Pretty right now, by the watch if you want to have a guilty pleasure time. Truth there, I ask you tiny. But yeah, Kissing Booth, no surprise, my worst movie this year so far. Now, this year actually wasn't actually a great for movies. There have been some actually great quality movies on, so it's a movie that I actually do remember, movies I can see myself going back to. Which is why I'm actually doing a top 20 list of them, but that's just I've seen in 2018 so far. And there have been some really great movies so far this year. And I'm talking about number 20, Paddington 2. They were like the first Paddington, but this movie is actually honestly better. The first one definitely is a lot more sweeter, a lot more interesting, a lot more fun, a lot more funness, and Hugh Grant, at least for me, gives and part of the standard performance of this entire movie. Definitely the best aspect of the movie. Really great sequel. Number 19, First Match. Wow. Number 18, Blockers. Number 17, Game Night. Number 15, number 16, number 16, Ready Player One. I absolutely love the hell out of this movie, honestly. It's definitely not one of its best, but definitely comes to entertainment level is definitely a hell of a ride. Definitely one of the most fun entertainment movies I've seen this year so far. It's definitely one of the best intense at entertainment level. Don't care for Paddington. Yeah, I actually know a lot of people actually aren't huge on Paddington. And I feel that's fine. I'm sorry. I mean, I do enjoy the movies. I mean, I do like the first movie, but I thought you didn't enjoy it much during monthly. But you went fandom. Anyway. Every Player One, irritating and hell of a blast. A movie I honestly do love. Number 15, You Were Never Really Here. Number 14, I Kill Giants. I Kill Giants. Number 13, The Tale. Number 12, Black Panther. Number 11, Lean On Pete. A great, excellent A24 channel that I do recommend. Number 10, As a Dogs. Number 10, As a Dogs, a great movie from Wes Anderson. Wes Anderson, you can change the cure lately, and with these, you can play. Ready Player One I want to watch. Everyone, if you're going to be something really funny and entertaining and something that's a blast to watch, I definitely recommend Ready Player One. Number 9, Batman Ninja. Definitely one of the best DC anime movies out there, and definitely one of the best things DC has done, honestly, ever, honestly. Batman Ninja is truly an incredible movie with incredible, unique animation, well done aspect, and different takes on these characters that I really do appreciate and like. Like some incredible action set pieces, especially in the third act, which is still blows me. I watched that movie, actually rewatched Batman Ninja a couple times, and I'm still blown away by some aspects of the movie. Just wow, Batman Ninja is truly an incredible DC anime movie. Number 8, Deadpool 2. I actually also think the first Deadpool movie is honestly better, but this movie actually is better as an aspect in the first movie. It's definitely a little more entertaining. The fans, which dominant on character, especially on Deadpool, which the audience goes through different coming off guard a bit. Cable, Josh Brolin does kill as Cable, and do a great job. Yeah, the kids actually was pretty good as well. Definitely has a lot of amazing action scenes, but of course, most probably expect this is from David Leitch, director of one of the first John Wicks, and also Tom Wan. So you've heard the action scenes to be amazing. Heard of Leon P. Ninja. Yeah, kind of seems I do recommend them. But Deadpool 2, it's often actually have to see this movie in a very screening honestly. It was unfortunate. Unfortunately, I had to wait a few days before I actually got to review it. Because then, unfortunately, I got to wait a few days to review it. Anyway, but Deadpool 2, very hilarious movie. Definitely still probably actually my favorite comedy of the year so far. Definitely the movie that truly made me laugh the most. Deadpool 2 was awesome. Oh, yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, the first one was better, but this movie still is a great sequel to the first movie. And I can't watch the next Deadpool movie come out. Number 7. Well, Hello Simon. It's actually boosting out Love Simon on Blu-ray. Now, I think it's basically I actually have seen this movie a month before it came out theaters. That's crazy. I got to see the movie a month before it came out theaters. In fact, that was awesome. And it was definitely worth it. Definitely one of the best comedy movies I've seen this decade. Definitely one of the most relatable movies I've seen in a very long time. Like, this movie definitely was very relatable. And not just for people that are gay or part of the LGBT community. It's very relatable for some other elements too, like maybe if you're afraid to tell someone about something because you're afraid they might think differently, you can't be sleep with someone and all that. And again, there's also a lot of people that are more afraid of telling someone because they might think differently than you do. And that definitely lays on a very deep level. There are elements that probably anyone can do, even if you're not gay or part of the LGBT community. I actually recently watched it a couple times and I still love Simon. It's still some of my best has been in the year. A truly great comedic movie. And honestly, it's almost 2007, definitely a great country movie, which I have not seen yet. I do recommend it. I have so glad I've seen Death of Two Worlds. Somebody here sometime tomorrow. Oh yeah, that was hilarious. That was. And number 6, Quiet Place. A Quiet Place. Definitely a all-around amazing horror movie. John Krasinski from The Office managed to create an incredible horror movie that has intriguing elements that something can't make horror movies, but does an interesting aspect that I really do like and appreciate. Especially with the themes of mindless, which I think some aspect I could write in, but actually intriguing ways to make it feel more different than your average horror movie. And I mean, Blunt was a fantastic performance. Definitely my favorite female performance in the year so far. She really has delivered here. She's obviously Oscar-winning here. I'm not honest, no one thinks that, but she really is. It's really definitely terrifying. One of the most tense movies I've seen in years. I actually haven't watched it since I saw it, but Quiet Place is truly a fantastic horror movie. Love Simon was touching, as it was, and Quiet Place was okay. Again, sorry, one fan of it, man. Now the top 5, and now my number 5. And now someone got on Blu-ray. Using on Blu-ray. Thoroughbreds. It's really amazing movie that I really want to see. I heard a lot of great things about. And it is just as very amazing as people said it is. It truly is an amazing movie. A movie, it's as it says here, wickedly funny and superbly unpredictable. That's probably the best way to describe Thoroughbreds. It truly is hilarious, fun. Anthony Jordan Lever talked about incredible. Sorry about that, guys. Anthony Jordan Lever talked about incredible performance and actually truly deliver in the roles. They have incredible opportunity, have some great chemistry. His commission also has fun keeping down late. And some of that definitely had me laughing so much. I thought The Office in his last role, in peace, he was actually pretty good well utilized here. This movie is definitely unpredictable and goes directions that I didn't expect. I actually do plan on rewatching it very soon, see if I still feel the same. I freaking loved it. When I was watching, I freaking loved it. It was a truly incredible movie. Yes, in Hennessy Thoroughbreds, I give it the highest recommendations. Number 4, Incredibles 2. An excellent installment in the Pixar's catalog. Definitely, it's in my top 10, but that's saying a lot. Number 3, Avengers Infinity War. Infinity War, what an incredible superhero movie. Definitely, it's one of the best superhero movies of the year so far. I don't see any other superhero films that can beat it, honestly. Black Widow's how actually good the movie is. Like, it truly is an incredible superhero movie. That managed to bring all the greatness of the first 10 years of the MCU. It has a lot of the characters in the MCU, but each character is going to have a shine. Like, Whisper is huge and commendable prop balancing all these characters and all these elements, which is something that just always so these surprised and just wow to this day. They actually hold this off. But this project easily could have been doomed to fail, but ended up just, oh my god, like, Infinity War truly is an incredible superhero movie, an incredible film in general, that also has some most emotions I've seen in the film this year, especially with how it ends. Oh my god. Getting this. Yeah, also rewatching it after rewatching it a couple times, it still hits me. Still hits me. It has some of the most best moments I've seen just so far, and some of the best moments of the MCU. Pretty much, at the point, like, this week, the demonstrated top 10 list on the best MCU moments in the last 10 minutes month, so thank you for that. Wanted to watch Avengers Infinity War. I don't know where it took long watching Infinity War, but definitely see me again, man. Avengers Infinity War, incredible. Number 2, Hereditary. Okay, so how much last movie and truly amazing. And my number 1, so far, what is my favorite movie of 2018 is Annihilation. It's all time. Annihilation is still my favorite movie of the year so far. It's called the Betty Rose to do something right here, but I ended up going Annihilation, but just by a tad bit more. Betty Rose didn't know how I've been watching it, but that's right now. Annihilation, this is my favorite movie of 2018 so far. The video from that were not just on number 1, honestly, but yeah, but Annihilation is from that really from that. But Annihilation is from one of the most unique, interesting films. It is overall an engaging and an awesome experience. And I was having actually C3 and D when it came out, just wow, I couldn't believe how great this movie was. How amazing it was. Of course, it's also from actually rewatched the movie, so I wasn't I think like 4 or 5 times. And it's one from the new elements the more you watch it. And basically, it's a mind-blowing experience. That's definitely the best way to describe Annihilation. It's definitely mind-blowing. You have to rewatch again and watch it like 4 or 5 times. I'm still mind-blown in certain elements of this movie. This film truly is an amazing film. It's like, actually, this film actually gets me think and actually think about a lot of elements in the movie, which is truly incredible in itself. I know some people kind of split on the third act and especially the ending, but I thought the ending really had a lot more interesting things about the movie. I'm going, you are an incredible filmmaker. I cannot wait to see what you can do. Did an amazing job as marketer. We did an even more amazing job, in my opinion, with Annihilation. A mind-blowing experience. A very stunning spectacular, has some of the best visuals of the year so far, done the most interesting direction of the year so far, and so far my favorite movie of 2018 so far. I don't know what films that you're going to beat it, honestly, guys. I thought Logan was going to win the money, and honestly, then Baby Driver ended up being it, so maybe not some Annihilation, but we shall see. Well, guys, that's going to be it for this recap video. That's going to be it. I'm going to talk about all the things I loved so far, so I hope you enjoyed. Love Annihilation is my favorite movie so far. Huh, I'm not alone from my video so far. But thank you for the people that actually enjoyed this live stream. Thank you for people that I chat after I had. So thank you so much for people that enjoyed actually like this video. You can be talking about all the stuff I've seen in June, all the films I've seen in June, all the TV shows I've seen in June, and all the video games I play at God's month of June. So thank you all that watched and enjoyed and we're halfway to 2018, and I just want to give a thanks to people that I'm reached 317 subs so far, so that is incredible how many subs I actually reached. And I still didn't do my Q&A. thinking I'm doing that stuff on next week. So you can comment. So comments after this video and on the Q&A video on the National video I did a couple weeks ago. So any questions, be sure to go to that video. If there's any questions you want to ask me, comment down. I really appreciate any questions. I still have a lot more videos. Now, still a lot more videos planned. Again, tomorrow we'll have a review for Tab pretty soon. I do plan on actually watching a cinema tonight, so stay tuned for that. See you soon. I really appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. And man, let's keep growing, keep sharing my channel. I'm hoping to get to at least 500 by the end of the year. I'm hoping that won't do. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly, honestly do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. If you haven't, be sure to like this video, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow all of my social media sites, all the description down below. I am Saving One World. We're on Saving One World Reviews. I will see you next time, and stay cool, everybody. Peace.